Do you want to see what's inside of our sewing closet? Let me show you. Hi, I'm Tessa, and if you're new here, this is Love Notions. We're a sewing pattern company that's trying to help you find clothes that you can make and sew and enjoy in your closet for years to come. This video is focusing in on sewing tops, and we've taken our huge closet and pulled out all of the tops so you can get some inspiration, because right now at Love Notions, we are on sale. This is our biggest sale right now, and we have 40% off almost everything, including top sewing patterns. So in today's video, we're sharing just the tops that are in our collection of sewing patterns. And hopefully this gives you great inspiration for what to pick up during this special week, during all of the deals that we've got going on in the company right now. You can get 40% off of everything digital, including courses. And you can also get 25% off all of our printed patterns, which include a gorgeous tutorial book, as well as all of the large format prints in all the sizes. And you also get a digital access as well. So this would be an incredible thing to pick up right now, because we've not ever done a collection-wide discount before. So just keep that in mind. So 40% off everything digital, and then 25% off all of the printed patterns. And while you're shopping, keep in mind that as part of our festivities this week for our Cyber Week for shopping at Love Notions, you will also be able to get with every purchase a freebie that we've created to help all sewists. It's called a Sewing Toolkit, and in it, amazing resources that will help you get through every project on your list. We've got measurement charts, we've got the library list, we have project planning pages, we have a chart about diagnosing wrinkles for fitting, and then newly added for this sale, we have the lookbook. This is a highly requested item that people wanted to get their hands on, and with every single purchase during this site-wide sale, you will be able to get this copy for free. And it's a great piece that you can print out and take to the fabric store or flip through while you're in your sewing space and thinking about what you want to sew. And so many people, we actually made this as a resource for ourselves. So many people were crazy for it, and we decided to make this as a new little inclusion into our Sewing Toolkit. So the Sewing Toolkit is free with every purchase during this week only for our Cyber Sale Week. And you can use code SewThankful to get that deal, as well as to get the freebies. So let's talk through a few of the patterns that we have in the tops category in the Love Notions library. Okay, let's flip through the rack. First up is Aria button-down, classic button-down piece with a regular placket. It's got cuffs. You can sew it in anything from like this Liberty lawn to quilting cotton. Next up, we've got Arlington. Arlington is all about the neckline. So we have turtleneck, we have a cowl neck, we have mock neck, and we can sew it in so many different kinds of fabric, from a sweater knit, a rib knit. This is almost like a velour kind of fabric, and a baby French terry, like a waffle knit. So Arlington can be sewn in so many different types of fabrics, and I think it's like a 1 hour or so. It's very quick and easy. If you're looking for even more fun things to do with Arlington, I like to take the base of it and mash it with the square neckline from our salt whistle pattern. It's really fun. Another really fun pattern to sew is ballad blouse. This is a really cool pattern. It does have a placket, but it has also this really beautiful kind of V-neck curved sort of neckline placket. And it also has incredible sleeve options. It has like these beautiful little tie sleeves that you can finish off with bias binding. And it's just like another one of those tops that has just lots of fun options. One of the things that I think is the coolest about it is that it has shearing details that you can add at the shoulders. Next up, let's talk about band camp. So band camp is sleeved, so it has the separate sewn in sleeves, but it has a camp style collar. So this is called Band Camp. It's a button front shirt with a grown on placket. So it doesn't have like that separate pattern piece like the Aria does. So it's kind of like a merging of two different styles of patterns. So this one is sewn in lawn. I made one in this like satiny kind of fabric. I've got one in ranchale, and this is another one of the button front patterns that you could add into your collection. It's getting really hard to push all these makes down the rack. It's like so full. I feel like the rack is gonna break or something. So let's talk about one of the patterns that is actually not a part of our 40% off sale because it's already more than 40% off, and that is our Barrington tee. This is a tee pattern that you can already get for $5 as just a way to kind of like get people interested in love notions. We thought this would be like a really attractive tee to make. It has a cute little split hem, sew it with a scoop neck, V-neck, lots of different ways to use this boxier sort of tee. We've got it here in a cotton lycra, we have it in French terry, and we have it in this like really cool thick rib fabric as well. If you're familiar with Tammy, who is the pattern designer here at Love Notions, you know that she's a little bit of a horse girl right now. She is really in the midst of her cowgirl journey, and one of the patterns that she designed this year actually was bluegrass to kind of pay homage to that. So bluegrass is an incredible button front style shirt. It has a separate collar piece. It has lots of special details like princess seams throughout, the button front pockets, as well as the incredible yoke options on the back. So bluegrass was such a fun make for this year, and I hope that you consider picking it up now during our site-wide sale. Breckenridge is a really fun pattern. This is another pattern that allows you to play around with the neckline. So on this pattern, it's sort of like a Henley, but with a twist. It has this really beautiful curved placket that goes along the front, and then you can finish it off with lots of different details. This pattern is great in so many different kinds of fabric. This is a really lightweight cotton lycra, but you could also sew it in like a brushed thermal. You could sew it with like baby French terry for something that's really cozy for the year. Pair it with some PJ pants and you're set. So the Breckenridge Henley is a favorite for sure. As I was organizing all of these makes, I was like trying to figure out how to put things in the right categories. And I guess I'm putting cardigans in the tops section. So boyfriend cardigan is one of our just oldie but goodie patterns. I have made it so many times. All of these are boyfriend cardigans, and I guarantee you I have made double this before. I just don't have access to them at this moment. So these are all boyfriend cardigans. It comes in a duster length and just a regular long length, and you can make it with all of those rib knits and sweater knits that you have in your collection in your fabric stash right now. So it's just a open front cardigan that's a little looser, a little bit more of a dropped sleeve, and it's just cozy and great for the season. And of course, the other really amazing thing about boyfriend cardigan is that it is a very, very fast sew. I feel like this one is a spot for me that I gotta work on, because the chorus top and dress pattern is incredible. I wish I had about 7 more of these, and since it's a newer pattern, I know I gotta get on to adding these to my collection. It's kind of a unique pattern piece when you see it all printed out, but then when you put it on, you're like, oh my goodness. And it has multiple depths for both the front neckline, and it has a depth for the back neckline. So this is an incredible top to add into your collection as well. Another fun one is Cadence. Cadence is a sewing pattern that can be made for woven fabrics, and it has a fun little like kind of cutout option, like a little keyhole option, as well as just, you know, your plain scoop neck version. It does have a faced neckline, and it does have darts for a sheath style top or dress. And I like to pair my Cadence with my Tinley skirt, and that makes an incredible outfit. I actually cropped this one just to have it be a little flirty, and I love that make so much. So Canyon is another cardigan pattern that we have that is a lot different than our boyfriend cardigan. So the boyfriend cardigan is a little more slouchy and oversized. The Canyon cardigan is a little bit more fitted with a really beautiful trim piece that kind of can flare out for the waterfall style, or you can make one that has like a gathered skirt or like a pleated skirt. It's super, super cute and very, very useful for all those sweater knits and French terries that you have in your stash. So it is a pattern that's meant for knit fabrics, and it's just a little bit more of a fitted piece for a cardigan. Classic tee is another pattern that I have about a bajillion of in my collection, and I definitely think that you should pick that up as soon as you can if you haven't already, because it's just an essential. I love the fit of it. It has subtle shaping. It's definitely not a boxy fit, and it's not like a tight fit. It's just, I don't know, it's perfect for me. So I've made the classic tee so many times in my wardrobe. This probably isn't even like a quarter of the ones that I have sewn. Cotton lycra, baby French terry, double brush poly, so many different ways that you can make the classic tee, and it's a pattern that you can get for free when you sign up for our newsletter. So it won't be a part of our 40% off sale because it's already on sale. You can get it regularly for $5, or you can get in on our newsletter list and get it for free. There are some patterns that are just so fun and satisfying to sew, and that's what I consider the Constellation pullover and hoodie that is part of our collection here. It is a, I guess there's like a thing right now about like quarter zips and full zips, and I'm not really sure what's going on, but whatever the trend is, this one is one I want to wear all the time. So I actually made this particular version in it's kind of like a dupe of the Spanx Air Essentials fabric, and I am obsessed with this. It has a separate collar. It has the zip that goes actually halfway down the front so that you don't have to mess up your hair when you're taking it on and off. Hoodie version, kangaroo pocket. I've made it in a Sherpa fabric before with like a Ponte sleeve. It has the thumb hole openings. It's just an incredible make. Definitely great for the cozy time of year. Evanston vest is another really fun make. So Evanston vest is just a knit pattern. It's a vest, and it has a button front option, as you can see here. So it has a button front option, or you can sew it with the plain front, and you can even add on a cowl to it. Really versatile. Put this over a classic tee and you're ready to go. So I think the Harmony blouse was actually one of the first woven sewing patterns that I ever made. It's just a really sweet, blousey top. It is finished with a keyhole in the back with like a cute little button opening. Like I'll show you right here. You see the little button? You see the little button opening there? It has a flutter sleeve, a cap sleeve, and you can even do a cute little tulip sleeve, which is sort of like an overlapping sleeve. Very fun, very easy, a quick finish, and just great results. Okay, this is another fun one. This is the Forte. This pattern has some really fun sleeves. So this is a short sleeve flounce, and this version has a scoop neckline, but there are other versions of Forte that also have a V neckline with really fun gathering and waterfall options. So take a look at Forte top and dress. Polo pattern, and you can really have a lot of fun with this polo pattern. Play around with coordinating fabrics, and it's just a classic fit polo pattern that you can use all year round. One of the things that I think is really fun about this pattern is that it has a super cute little cuff that you can put on the short sleeve that really is just really sweet. So it's a great essential pattern with lots of options. Fraser cardigan is another one of our cardigan patterns, and this time it has a curved hem. It's sort of like a cocoon style cardigan. It's got incredible roomy pockets. You can make it in a sweater knit. This one is in a thermal, like a waffle fabric, or this incredible thick sweater knit. Very fun make, very easy to do once you kind of figure out the band of the collar going all the way around in that curve. And it's another one that can be worn on top of almost anything. It's funny how when I have this whole collection here, I see how I have preferred certain versions of a make, and that's true definitely with the game day jersey. This is a cute jersey pattern that you can make as a dress. You can do it short sleeve, long sleeve, and I have just focused in on making the V-neck version. I think just because I love the way the V is done on this with the different yoke. So it's just a jersey pattern, fun little details on the sleeves, just to give that jersey vibe, that team vibe. But don't sleep on the dress version or on the long sleeve version. And the scoop version is really cute too. I actually made one during testing with the scoop, and I put on a what are those called? Like HTV vinyl, like decal things that like a baseball player. And I think it said like touchdown or something like that, just because I'm so not a sports person, but this is the kind of jersey I can totally get behind. My daughter gave me her Christmas list this year, and it is like 40% Lululemon stuff. And looking at the prices of those things, I'm like, excuse me, I don't think so. So one of the patterns that we created this year, I'm actually wearing it right now, is almost like a dupe of a Lululemon zip up or pullover. So this is the zip up, kind of like a fitted athletic type of piece. It also has an asymmetrical zipper on the version. This one is one that has like a plain front, no zip on the center front, but it has like a cute zip. It has a cute zip on the asymmetrical kind of coming off of the neckline. Love this. Here's one playing around with like the raglan sleeves. So the sleeves are in a different color than the main body is. Super fun. And then this is one that I wear all the time, just like a center front zip. Just love those princess seams. It's supposed to be more fitted, athletic, and ready to move. All right, this is Juliet top, and this is a really sweet make with a really beautiful yoke in the front that allows you to do some cute work with the little placket with buttons or gathers or leaving it plain. You could do flutter sleeves, regular sleeves, cap sleeves, or you can even do a tank. I've seen a lot of people turn this one into a nightgown, which is darling. One of the great things about Love Notions as a brand is that it's been around for a long time. Like in the scheme of things, Love Notions has been around as a pattern company for quite some time, and it's stood the test of time, I would say. And especially as all of these new pattern companies are popping up, and you never know how much of the content that's created is real or AI generated, I can tell you for sure that this stuff it stood the test of time. So the La Bella Donna is one of the oldies but goodies in the pattern collection. Here's a couple of just short sleeve makes with the cuff. I love the faced neckline of this. It's really sweet, and it's like a 1 yard sew. It is so fabric economical. So the La Bella Donna is a wonderful piece. It's just one pattern piece basically, and it is an essential in my opinion. Let's talk about Lennox top and dress. This is a gorgeous princess front pattern that has both a sweetheart neckline and a regular square neckline. I love the finishing details on this, and the really cool thing about this pattern is that it does have a print version available so that you can get this printed for you, sent to your house, and it's ready to cut and sew. This pattern itself, actually, Lennox specifically, has 7 pattern pages printed full length, and it is the same price as all of the other patterns. So if you were going to get one pattern, this is your best deal, because if you were to go to an AO printer, large format printer, to send you a copy of this, it would be way more expensive than a lot of the other ones. So Lennox is great. Swiss dot, we've sewn a lot of it with Swiss dot, but I also recently made one in just like this gorgeous cotton lycra, and I have one in sweater knit as well. So Lincoln top is a little bit of a boxier version of a top. It has a really pretty faced scoop neckline, and it has side buttons. So going down both sides, you can play around with some buttons there. You can make this detachable, like you can make them functional buttons, or you could just sew it on. And it has some different lengths that you can do with the top, that you can make the front piece a little shorter than the back piece. So this is a really fun, unique top that would be an exciting thing to have in your closet. All right, I bet that if you have been around here for more than 3 years, you know about the Laundry Day tee. The Laundry Day tee is such a great pattern. It has a really flowy design. So it is one that kind of, so as opposed to the classic tee, which is a lot more fitted, the Laundry Day tee has a design that is really loose and open, fitted at the top, and then drifts out along the hemline. It's just really nice to wear. It's an easy sew, and it is a really flattering make. It has a bunch of different neckline styles that you can choose from. I love the scoop neckline myself the best, but I have sewn this a million times, and it's another one of those reliable patterns that you know will feel great after you get done sewing it. It's also so quick, faster to sew this than to do a load of laundry, I guarantee it. I was so pleased to see this next pattern in my closet when I was going through things. This is called the Lotus Blossom blouse, and it has just like the coolest twist front to it. And I just fell in love with this pattern so early on in Sewing with Love Notions, and I think you will too. You should take a look at it definitely during the sale. This is a great time to grab it. So one of my favorite just essential pieces, I would say, is the Luna cami and nightie. It's like a bundle of patterns. It's like nightwear, cami, night dress. It even has like PJ pants and stuff in it. And I wear these little camis all the time. I just sometimes like to have like an extra layer underneath, especially in the winter season. And then it's great for just adding to, for like loungewear, just add it with a pair of PJ pants and you're good. I wear these all the time. So the Lyric dress is a Love Notion staple. It's a button front V-neck pattern, but did you know that it also comes in peplum length? So this is a really beautiful make in rayon challis. It is really versatile and useful. It does have really great darts for getting a great fit. Margot is a really fun peplum pattern that has multiple sleeve lengths, but it has beautiful princess seams. And the peplum version, you can do a lot of different skirts with it. You could do like a gathered skirt, you could do an A-line skirt, and just play around with it. One of the things that I've done to play around with Margot is to add in a cute little tie. So I spoke about Melody Dolman before, actually another one of our print patterns. So it's just a beautiful button front Dolman style woven pattern. So this is another pattern that you could pick up during the sale. And we've made it in a ton of different fabrics. Really nice, just a staple. This is Pemberley, which is one of, I think, our retired patterns, but I just love Pemberley. It's so romantic feeling. Presto is a woven pattern, and it has a really cool inset for the front piece. You can take a look at it on both of these makes, lots of different sleeve styles. There's a tunic version, a regular top version, and then I've lengthened it into a dress several times. So it's a fun make for that neckline. This pattern is actually award-winning at Love Notions. This is called Rhapsody Blouse, another one I've made a million times. It has the coolest neckline. Look of closure at the top. It has yoke details here with the gathering. It's just flirty, full, really kind of like boho feel. You can make it in a million different types of fabric, and it's really useful as getting like a dressy version. Simple to make, easy sew, and like I said, award-winning. This is a really fun one. This is called Salt Whistle Top and Dress. There's a peplum version, as you can see here, short sleeves as well as sleeveless. Lots of different fun sleeve styles for this, and that square neckline is just gorgeous. If you've watched any of the videos in the past few weeks or so, you know that sewn sweater is one of my most commonly used patterns. It's like a sweatshirt kind of pattern. It has lots of fun details where you can, play with the back yoke, with the front yoke. It's got a hood. It's got places where you can put like the cool elbow patches. And also one of the things I love about it is that you can hack it easily and combine elements of other patterns with it. It's a great base. So I don't know if you're like taking notes on like the stories or the info behind these patterns, but Serenity Sweater is one of the patterns that I think I have the most wistful, thinking about. It just brings up a lot of really great memories. This was a pattern that we introduced and sewed at our first retreat. It was such a fun piece to work on and wear together. I like sewing it with the hemband at the bottom, but you can sew it without as well. And it's just a open front kind of crossover pattern. Love it in a sweater knit, and I love combining it actually with sewn to create like a cute hooded sweatshirt feel with that open front crisscross. Another pattern I have sewn 1 million times is the Summer Basics tank. The Summer Basics comes as a tank and a dress. It also comes as a printed pattern. So this is another one that would be amazing to pick up during the sale right now, where you can get 25% off of our printed patterns shipped to you in the United States. And so Summer Basics tank, I just layered these under like literally everything. Oh, this was a fun make. This is Tempo Sundress, but I actually shortened it and took off the skirt. I just made the bodice and then attached a cute little skirt, just self-drafted basically. I love this pattern because it has a cute shearing back, and the straps are really cute. I like the neckline that it's got sort of like a really gentle sweetheart neckline. And I just thought that this was such a fun, cute little, almost like a Barbie kind of make. Really cute. This is actually Tailgate Sweatshirt. It's a men's pattern, but I wear it and love it. So this is a really cozy, easy, looser pattern. It definitely has more of a straight fit. And and if you're sewing for men, this would be a great option for them. So Tara Tunic is another oldie but goodie in the Love Notions collection. My personal favorite way to sew the Tara Tunic is with this boat neck view. I love the cute little buttons at the top. It just is, let me see if I can hold it up so you can see. It's just really polished and sophisticated. And the Tara Tunic is a great piece for the season right now. Definitely if you're in the winter time, Tara Tunic is a nice knit top pattern that has special details. So aside from the boat neck view, there's a scoop neck view. I've even sewn it with short sleeves before. And the hood is so cool. It also has tons of different necklines. It has a mock neck, and then look at that. The hooded view has such a cool way to do the hood with that crossover. So Tara Tunic is another oldie but goodie, and you might have not seen that if you've been here more recently. This is a classic. All right, I love a peasant style top, and that's what Timbre is. Timbre, you can sew it as just a basic plain front, or you can do button front. Has such a cute little elastic neckline detail. It's not too low, not too high. It's just right in the right spot, and it's just a sweet, sweet make. It's great for the winter as well because there is a long sleeve version that you could add with a skirt that would be so lovely. All right, Whistler hoodie and pullover is another pattern that is an oldie but goodie. It has this incredible pocket detail that kind of goes off of the inset neckline, like a crossover shawl collar. You can play around so much with fabric and just overall, like just general cozy vibes. One of my favorite makes here is in this sweater knit. I just love the way this feels, the way this looks. That shawl neckline is everything. And the really cool way that the pockets are joined to that inset piece, like so fun to sew, so satisfying. All right, we're almost done. The willow wrap dress is usually thought of as just a dress, but it does have a peplum version as well. I actually hacked this to be like a functional open, so that I love that idea for a peplum, but it's just a wrap top that is really romantic and flirty and pretty. And then last but not least, we have the Vivace. This is a pattern that it can actually be sewn in both woven and knit at the front. Let me show you on this one. This is on the woven view. So it has like a cute little pleat right there, and cuffs. It's dolman style, so it doesn't take a ton of fabric, and it has 3 different lengths, so you can sew it with the shirt, tunic, or the dress length view. Just another one of those patterns that is so easy to sew and very like achievable for even a beginner with like really impressive results. So if you're looking for a good blouse pattern, that's it. It also does have a print version as well. So that was just the tops that I have in my current sewing closet right now. Leave me a comment with what you think is your favorite, and make sure that you shop at that 40% off sale so that you can get a steal on a great pattern to add to your collection and hopefully into your closet very, very soon. I can't wait to talk more with you. Let me know what you thought about this closet tour, reveal, whatever this was. Let me know what you think, and I can't wait to continue to sew with you. Check back for part 2, where we're going to talk about outerwear and bottoms. Make sure that you get in on that 40% off sale. Don't let that deal go by. It is our last sale of the year, and we definitely want you to be able to take advantage while you can. 40% off all digital and 25% off all of your printed patterns shipped in the United States, and you can use code SewThankful at checkout. We are so thankful to sew with you. Talk to you later.